Sean, good session today. I hope you found it helpful. As we discussed, there's a couple of issues there in terms of the swing, obviously, that's going to cause the inconsistencies of your direction, ball going left, ball going right. And that made it very difficult for you to obviously score as well as you were, because obviously you're not really sure where the ball was going to go. So as we said, a couple of things to piece together. The backswing for me was the first issue. The club was getting a little bit over-rotated, fanned back with your wrist. At the club face now was sort of very open early on, and the club was going back a little bit flatter than we'd like. What you then see now is you're sort of lifting up in the arms, so your arms then get very, very high and a bit over the top. What we want to try to do now is get a slightly more of a connected move, so the club now is staying more in front of the body, more of a torso turn away with the club, and less forearm rotation. Clubbing is now staying more at the golf ball for longer, and as we get to the top of the backswing now, because there's less lift, you'll see your arms now a little bit more on line with your shoulder plane, which is a good position there now, as opposed to being a little bit steep. And again, that tilt we talked about in the backswing that's going to cause that. So what you'll see now as you come back into the golf ball, a much better swing plane as you're coming into it. The club now is coming down more on plane in comparison to this one, where you can see you come back very, very steep. The club now in sort of same position now, if we just drop it down a frame or two there. The difference in those two swing planes there, if we draw a line through the shaft, you can see now that one pointing down to the golf ball, whereas this one on the left-hand side, very, very steep into the golf ball. Yes, actually in the same position in terms of direction, but the angle, very, very upright. And because of that there, now when you're coming down to the golf ball, that's very, very hard to rotate your arms, and you'll see as you're forced to sort of stand up out the shot to rise up, path coming slightly out to in, and that can result in shots obviously leaking out to the right, or if we square the club face up, a golf ball then just going straight to the left, like so. So we're looking to try and do is get that angle obviously better on the way down, as we can see, sort of thing a little bit flatter, and through we can then rotate the target a little bit more of a consistent swing. Arms and body are working a bit more together. As I said, first thing to work at though is that takeaway. Practice that drill against the wall or with the club in your belly button, just to get the sensation of torso, arms and chest all working together. And then from there we can just start working the backswing a little bit more, get that club in a better position from which you can deliver it back to the golf ball. So hope that all makes sense. Any questions, obviously feel free to give me a shout, and I'll catch up with you soon. Cheers.